Welcome to another Stratco how-to video. My name's Adam and today we're going to build an Alumawall garden bed. The Alumawall plinths can be used for really three purposes. We use them for plinths under good neighbour fencing to provide extra height and also a barrier for soil. Today we're going to build a garden bed using the Alumawall system, and they can even be used for retaining walls up to 4 sleepers high. We've got an excellent brochure available at Stratco on the Alumawall system that shows how it all goes together. The plinths come in 4 powder coated colours that match our ColourBond Good Neighbour fencing system. Before we start today, you should always look after your personal safety first and those working with you. So I'll be wearing a broad brim hat just for protection under the sun, wearing the appropriate sunblock. I'll have some gloves on because we will cut the posts back a little bit today, and I'll be wearing goggles as well for not only the cutting but also the drilling. Let's get into it. Because we know we've put in the fence straight, we're going to build today's garden wall 500mm in front of that fence. So we'll just mark that one up. Alumawalls actually simply snap lock together just like this, and you can actually build this system up to 4 sleepers high, so it's a great system. I've just laid these out at the moment just to get a perspective on the garden bed that we will build in a moment. The post system that comes with Alumawall, these posts come 1.7 metres long, and when you're doing a straight run you simply join 2 together. When you're doing a corner you join them together on a 90-degree angle. So we'll show you how to do that all today. They also come with a terrific cap that just clips in. So we're just commencing our holes. We're only doing a maximum of 2 sleepers high today, which means that the holes we need to dig are around 500mm deep and 200mm wide. So here we have our retaining wall posts. They actually come 1.7 metres long and they come with a cap. They're 4.3mm thick, so they're quite heavy duty, hence they're used for retaining wall systems. So when you're doing a retaining wall with the Alumawall that's 4 sleepers high, you need to dig a hole that's approximately 1 metre deep. We're only doing one today that's 1 to 2 high, so our holes are closer to 500mm. But I'm going to show you quickly now how we attach the retaining posts for a continuous panel. So they really just come like this, a C shape. We can screw 2 together like so for a continuous, or for a corner we'll screw them together like this. So I'll do that one now. I'm just going to also use a clamp just to hold it in place. Because they're 4.3mm thick, we actually need to pre-drill them prior to tech screwing through. When you're using the retaining post, we always join it with 3 tech screws, spaced no further than 500mm apart. And there's actually a nice little guideline right through the middle. There we go, 2 to go. Now we're doing the continuous join, the H. So I'll just pre-drill those, again using the groove. And then we'll just make sure we remove all of the swarf. Okay, just before we concrete in our retaining posts, we've popped the plinths in, not just to see how it looks, but also just to check that everything's level and straight both ways. So we'll pull these plinths out now and we'll concrete them in. The last step before we really start to work on our garden bed and have a drink to enjoy is just put on our caps, which finish off the ends nicely. And you can see that's why we cut the single level lower going this way. Now before we work on our garden bed, we're building an installation video today. So normally you would dig out the grass for a simple garden bed just so that the grass didn't grow through, or if you're working more to a retaining wall system and continuing to go up a maximum of 4 plinths with the Alumawall system, you'd actually run a stone base, then run an ag pipe over that, cover that with the stone base, and then run a geofabric mat over that, and then put in your soil just so you can get all the water away.